is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Tuesday, the 15th day of October in the year 2019. Here's what we're tracking tonight. An early morning accident at Friendship on the east bank of the Marara claimed the lives of 5 persons. The accident involved a police car and a private vehicle. It occurred just before 6 o'clock this morning. The smash-up resulted in some of the passengers in one of the cars being pitched onto the roadway, while the drivers of the vehicles were pinned. The Guyana Fire Service was called to the scene to cut open the smashed vehicles to get those injured out. The injured were rushed to the Diamond Hospital where doctors pronounced 5 of them dead. The 5 dead persons have been identified as husband and wife Herbert and Denise Josiah, Special Constable Laverne Stobie, Leon Tucker, and Ronald Barker. The force of the impact sent the police car diving into a nearby trench. The son of the Special Constable Laverne Stobie said his mother was a nice person who was liked by everyone. He explained that she was on her way to work when she accepted a ride to the city from her nephew who was the driver of the private car.
My cousin is really picked up. He's an army officer. He brought it right on there. He come me down and he stopped and he said them and picked them up. The other 2 police person with that is my neighbor. I just walk and I get a call and I just rush out.
A relative of Herbert Josiah said the deaths will be hard for the family to accept.
When music are missing, this shouldn't be. He's a loving man, he's minding children, he's work. All them big ones in Eccles, he's walk at them house, he's clean the yard, he's walk from sun to sun, and he's come back to the hospital and he's work, he just work. He's a loving man. And this is wrong, this shouldn't happen.
Some other relatives were too torn in the tragic news to speak to the media. Family members said they will now have to begin the sorrowful task of looking at the funeral arrangements for the deceased. President David Granger, who visited the scene of the accident this morning, expressed his sympathy to the family members in a statement.
This shocking event will be thoroughly investigated. In fact, soon after the accident, within 2 hours, I directed the Commissioner of Police, Acting Commissioner of Police, Mr. Nigel Huppy, to launch an inquiry headed by a person no lower in rank than the Deputy Commissioner to determine how such an accident could have occurred and also to make recommendations to prevent a recurrence.
His office also reported that, contrary to reports in other sections of the media, the police vehicle that was involved in the accident was not part of the president's convoy. The release stated that the president was at another location along the East Bank corridor at the time of the accident. He visited the scene after learning of the deadly crash. The Guyana Police Force has launched a full investigation into the tragedy. More news coming up in just a moment.
The Guyana Elections Commission would be conducting a claims and objections exercise from the 1st of October 2019. Persons have until the 4th of November 2019 to make a claim to be on the list if you will be 18 years or older by the 31st of December 2019, a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or registration, a citizen of a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for a period of no less than 1 year preceding the 31st of December 2019, persons who require changes or corrections to their particulars as stated on the preliminary list of electors, such as names, occupations, and transfers in relation to their addresses, can also do same during the claims and objections period. You must present the relevant original documents in order for the transaction to be completed. Don't delay. Visit the nearest GCOM registration office today. For more information, visit our website at www.gcom.org.gy. Follow GCOM on Facebook at Guyana Elections Commission. Contact us on 225-0277-9 or 223-9653. Email pro@gcom.org.gy or the nearest GCOM registration office.
Fuel it up and drive, super 95. Fuel it up and drive, super 95. Protect your fuel system, boy. High mileage and performance, boy.
Guyana's Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose Guyana's Super 95 gasoline.
fuel it up and drive.
All across our nation, Guyana, we see it in your lives. The future growing even stronger. GBTI, all eyes on Guyana skies as the voices of our people rise. Singing GBTI, Guyana's pride is in your eyes. GBTI, we see Guyana through your eyes.
After relinquishing old ties and establishing ourselves as a republic 50 years later, we're a proud people with a bright future. On Saturday, October 26th, come celebrate our 50th Republic Jubilee in Linden Town with the street parade starting at the Five Corners to the Linden Georgetown Bus Park. See the unveiling of the 50th Republic Jubilee logo. Hear the jingle and the theme. Enjoy the block party and the after concert featuring all rating monarchs. The 50th Republic Jubilee launching Saturday, October 26, 2019. Come, let's celebrate.
Welcome back. This evening, police investigators are working on a number of leads in the gunning down of gold miner Dion Stull during that robbery attempt yesterday. Mr. Stull came under attack as he was about to enter the compound of the Eldorado Trading Company in the Kitty area. He returned gunfire during the attack and appeared to have hit one of the gunmen twice, even as he was shot to the body. The gold miner and businessman collapsed and died from his injuries. Regional Police Commander Assistant Commissioner Marlon Chapman told news source today that the investigators remain on the case. He said he could not confirm that a GDF soldier who was found shot dead moments after the attack on the gold miner was indeed one of the bandits. The probe is ongoing, he said. The brazen midday robbery and murder of the well-known gold miner sent shockwaves throughout the mining community. In a statement today, the Guyana Gold and Diamond Miners Association called on the police force to ensure that justice is done in the matter. The GGDMA said the problem of crime in Guyana must be addressed. According to the association, miners, businesspersons, and businesses must feel secure to conduct businesses in the city and around the country as a whole, and it remains the duty of the Guyana Police Force to protect and serve. The Ministry of Natural Resources has also expressed its shock and sympathy over the gunning down of the gold miner. The ministry said it is its hope that justice will be served in the matter. Well, let's tell you now that the Troy Resources Mining Company has been forced to bring all of its mining activities in the Region 7 area to a halt following an instruction from the minister responsible for labor, Keith Scott. The company announced today that even before the release of the findings into the death of a geologist at the mining site, the minister within the Ministry of Social Protection, Keith Scott, directed the company to cease all mining activities with immediate effect until further notice. The company said it was caught by surprise by the instruction, since it included all mining areas, including those where the tragic accident did not occur. According to the gold mining company, the stop order was inconsistent with normal protocols in such situations, which is to cordon off the area of the incident. The company said the minister's instruction appeared to be a knee-jerk reaction to the tragedy in response to extensive false and misleading information being circulated on social media by various groups and individuals concerning the accident and the safety record of the company. The company said that given that it does not know when or if approval will be given to resume mining activities, it has taken the step of standing down all site employees, other than those undertaking security duties, exploration activities, and those involved in preparing the processing plant for a full shutdown. The company made it clear that the employees have not been dismissed and can resume their normal duties if or when activities on site are able to resume. Geologist Ryan Taylor was working at the Karuni mining site of the company when one of the mining pits caved in and he was buried alive. He was quickly pulled from the pit, but it was too late. A number of government agencies are probing the death. Well, the Balwant Singh Hospital today became the first hospital in Guyana to receive the ISO 9001-2015 certification. The certification is an international standard and speaks to the quality of service provided at the institution. The CEO of the hospital, Dr. Singh, said she is pleased with the international certification, which speaks to the standards at the hospital. The Balwant Singh Hospital is 15 years old.
We obtained this certification through Perry Johnson registrars an ISO certifying company in the United States. The GNBS and Ms. Semple have played a key role in this achievement. What started as a casual conversation in my office with Ms. Semple has led us here today as the first hospital to be internationally certified. We are also celebrating 15 years of the existence of Dr. Balwant Singh's hospital this week, when we metamorphosed from being a lab to a hospital. We were also the first lab to be certified by the Guyana National Bureau of Standards under the then Executive Director, Dr. Chatterpal Ramcharan. That very lab is now accredited 2 years ago to the ISO 15189 standard.
The ISO certification was presented to the hospital today by the Guyana National Bureau of Standards. Head of the Conformity Department at the GNBS, Rodlin Semple, spoke of the work that the GNBS did with the hospital throughout the process for certification.
In order to be certified to the ISO 9001 standard, a company must first set forth the requirements which are specified in the standard. This standard is used by organizations to demonstrate their ability to consistently provide products and services that meet customer as well as statutory and regulatory requirements. ISO has been recognized in many industries and over the world in the international standard system for quality management. Today, it has entered the healthcare world as a method to maintain a level of care and safety in hospitals across the nation.
Several services provided at the hospital were audited as part of the international certification process. The hospital's laboratory was previously certified by the ISO International Standard. In the courts, interdicted Superintendent of Police Patrick Todd walked out of the Lenora Magistrate Court this afternoon freed of a causing death by dangerous driving charge, after the magistrate accepted a no-case submission put forward by his attorney Dexter Todd. The senior police officer was interdicted from duty after he was charged with causing the death of pedal cyclist 64-year-old Conrad Allen back in September last year. Todd was allegedly under the influence of alcohol at a time when he crashed into the man at the Borosiri Bridge, West Coast, in Marara. The magistrate struck out the driving under the influence charge after indicating to the court that the prosecution had failed to prove its case. On the causing death charge, the officer's attorney made his no-case submission on the grounds that the prosecution failed to prove key elements in the case that would have resulted in the causing death charge. The magistrate accepted the pleadings of the defense attorney and accepted a no-case submission. The elderly victim, Conrad Allen, was riding along the roadway in the evening time when he was hit down by the police officer. A breathalyzer test was done on the senior police officer, and it was found that he was over the legal limit for alcohol when operating a motor vehicle. Across the Region is coming up next.
The Guyana Elections Commission would be conducting a claims and objections exercise from the 1st of October 2019. Persons have until the 4th of November 2019 to make a claim to be on the list if you will be 18 years or older by the 31st of December 2019, a Guyanese citizen by birth, descent, naturalization, or registration, a citizen of a Commonwealth country living in Guyana for a period of no less than 1 year preceding the 31st of December 2019, persons who require changes or corrections to their particulars as stated on the preliminary list of electors, such as names, occupations, and transfers in relation to their addresses, can also do same during the claims and objections period. You must present the relevant original documents in order for the transaction to be completed. Don't delay. Visit the nearest GCOM registration office today. For more information, visit our website at www.gcom.org.gy. Follow GCOM on Facebook at Guyana Elections Commission. Contact us on 225-0277-9 or 223-9653. Email pro@gcom.org.gy or the nearest GCOM registration office.
There once was a man named Stan whose business needed a new plan. Christmas was coming, this much was true. He needed some help but didn't know what to do. Then fast as a flash, 3 helpers did come from Republic Bank. They came with some. One had low interest rates, one reduced equity, one with approval so quick and easy. Now Stan is the man and his business is booming. Christmas is good and he is winning. Reach more customers and boost your business with a Republic Small Business Loan today.
We are legions of men standing strong, but never too proud to stoop and help someone. we must send a clear signal to all. Do right, walk in upright ways, knowing that's what being a man is all about. And ever aware that things will only get worse when good men do nothing. Stand strong. Be the one to live right.
Join GTT in the fight against cancer at the Pinktober 5K and 10K Walk and Run, Saturday, October 26th at Durban Park from 5:30 a.m. Sign up at GTT stores for only $2,000 and make a difference today. Use MMG and pay just $1,500 at select GTT stores. Let's be aware and show that we care. See press for more details or visit gtt.co.gy/Pinktober.
Across the region right now, the government of Canada has updated the emergency status for Jamaica on a travel advisory due to continued high level of violent crime in the island. In an advisory, the Canadian government noted that the Jamaican government has declared a state of emergency, effective until the 19th of October, for the central parishes of Clarendon and St. Catherine. It added that a further state of emergency is effective until 28th of October for areas in the western parishes of St. James, Hanover, and Westmoreland, areas that include the tourist resort towns of Montego Bay and Negril. In addition, a state of emergency has been declared for the corporate area, which includes areas of Kingston, which is in effect until the 4th of January next year. The advisory states that violent crime, including armed robbery and murder, is a problem in large cities in Jamaica, despite the presence of police to counter criminal activity. It said the availability of firearms is widespread, and most violent drug and gang-related crimes, especially murder, involve firearms. The Canadian government is urging Canadians who may want to travel outside of the resort areas to use transportation arranged or provided by the resort if they do decide to go to Jamaica. In neighboring Brazil, a 7-story residential building collapsed in the city of Fortaleza in northeastern Brazil. Firefighters said one person was killed when the apartment block collapsed. 7 people, among them a 60-year-old woman and a 20-year-old man, were rescued, but 10 more are feared trapped. Firefighter Cleon Becerra said the situation remained dangerous, as there was a risk that rescuers could get caught in further collapses. Rescue workers had earlier said that 8 people had been rescued, but they later revised the figure down. They also said that after speaking to residents, they believe the number of people still missing was 10. One person was reportedly trapped in an elevator. Finally tonight, international news. Russia has said it will not allow clashes between Turkish and Syrian forces as Turkey's military offensive in northern Syria continues. The Russian government said this would simply be unacceptable. The withdrawal of U.S. troops from the region announced last week give Turkey a green light, critics said. Russia is a key military ally of Syrian leader Bashar al-Assad. Russia's defense ministry said its forces, which have been deployed in Syria since 2015, were patrolling along the line of contact between Syrian and Turkish forces. Later today, the Pentagon said F-15 fighter jets and Apache helicopter gunships had been deployed in a show of force towards the Turkish-backed forces, who had come close to the U.S. ground troops near the Syrian town of In Isa. The Turkish-backed fighters had violated an agreement not to threaten U.S. troops, a military official said. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Gordon Mosley, reporting.